Welcome back to the B team. Here we are. It's Pi Day, by the way. If you
Is
guys
it?
don't
Oh, yeah,
remember.
it is. 3.14.
3.14. You know any numbers after that?
Nope.
3.142876641209. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I was about to say, because I always thought those kids were really weird. It's
They're
like,
very
of
strange
all the
guys.
things you could use your brain for, you're like, no, I'm gonna put some of this info into my brain.
Yeah, it's just very unnecessary. But Pi Day, which means it is 3.14 March 14th. It is a Tuesday. It is around 6:37. Just kidding. I don't know what time it is. But
6:42.
free agency starts tomorrow, so deals will start to actually happen instead of verbally being agreed upon. So a lot of stuff from last week until now has happened, of course.
And just a disclaimer, this pod will be posted after free agency starts, so keep in mind, right now it's Tuesday.
Yes.
There you go.
So everything's hypothetical,
Yes, everything is hypothetical. It's not even
except for the ones that aren't hypothetical because they've signed.
for sure. So with that being said, we got some trades that have no, I'm sorry. I don't even fucking know. But a lot of signings, a lot of talk, a lot of everything. One, Darren Waller to the Giants. Random one you guys weren't expecting.
Really big for my fantasy team.
Really big for your fantasy team. What in God's name are the Raiders doing?
Yeah,
Dude, they are. Everyone is mad about that, by the way. Devontae's mad. Josh Jacobs mad. He's going to be gone.
yeah.
He'll be gone this year.
Yep.
No doubt. Free that man. Poor Devontae Adams went to go play with Derek Carr. Now they're bringing in Jimmy G. I mean, you see that much of a difference? I don't know. I think he might be worse, in my opinion.
Well, he's getting paid like he's just the same, if not better.
Dude, this is what happens when Josh McDaniels becomes a head coach.
I mean, he's worked with Jimmy G before, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
But they're not winning anything.
No.
I mean,
No.
that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you're in one of the toughest divisions in the league, and that's how you're going to try and compete.
They did get Jacoby Myers.
Don't even remind me of that.
Also
game.
good for my
Passing.
fantasy team.
Yeah, at least he could pass for his own team. That game, I had a lock on that game, and watching that happen destroyed me.
NFL rigged.
Yeah, NFL rigged. That script was just getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make that up. Well, you can, and it actually happened. So yeah, you can make it up. But yeah, so we got Waller to the Giants for a third round pick. I think it was a third round pick. I
That's
love that
insane.
for the Big Blue.
Yeah.
I know Waller didn't have I know he's been on a slight decline recently just
I mean, he
because
was injured
of
like
injury.
all last year.
Yeah, so
He was on my IR for the better part of the entire season.
exactly. So I like that for the Big Blue, at least making moves to help out Danny Dimes. I mean, we all know that the wide receiver market right now isn't the hottest for once in a blue moon, but to get a tight end like that, which they really didn't have because the one got his eye poked out and is almost blind. What's his name? Bellinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude had eye surgery.
Like, what is it with the Giants and the people who catch the ball? They just have pain inflicted upon them off the field.
Dude,
You
Kenny
got Plaxico
Galladay didn't
Burress
catch the
shooting
ball,
himself. Kenny Galladay
and he still has
clearly
pain.
did something.
Yeah.
We got a dude poking his eye out. Like, that is something that you just don't see.
No.
That's a movie scene.
And I bet you the NFL is going to try and find a way to prevent that.
Yeah.
They'll
You
find
can
a
no
way.
longer tackle the tight end.
You can no longer even try and attempt to tackle someone with the ball in their hands.
Yes.
But that's one. Now the Giants are making moves. Muller, let me ask you, does this make any difference in how they're going to perform for the season? Do you think they're going to be even better with Waller now?
Well, Giants were unless Washington goes and gets Lamar Jackson,
I don't think it's going to
which
happen.
yeah, I don't think so either. The Giants will be second or third place in the NFC East.
Okay.
I could see the NFC East sending 3 teams again to the playoffs,
So let's
depending on what the Eagles do.
Let's stay in the NFC East. Let's talk about the Birds right now because obviously Super Bowl loss, re-signed James Bradbury, who blew the game for the Eagles. I'm not saying that, just hearing that.
Let's all chill out here. We all know that it was like
Part of the script.
Jalen Hurts' fault.
Or Jalen Hurts' fault. You heard it here.
Like, I don't know why he just didn't play defense too.
You can't blame. I mean, I can't say that. The Jets were never in a Super Bowl like that. So, I know some Philly fans were on the NFL is finally rigged train. They were on it because of that play. But They're losing a lot of players. They've lost a lot of players. Their team is going to look a lot different. I still think Howie's a really good GM, that they're going to be set up nicely in the draft and hopefully in free agency, but a lot of people are going to go. Miles Sanders is going to go. Javon Hargrave to the Niners. Big for the Niners.
Epps.
Edwards.
CJGJ.
That's still to be determined.
I mean, he's gone.
Possibly now, with breaking news, Darius Slay might be gone.
Yeah, to Dallas.
Philly has called Dallas.
Yep. What a turn of events. Philly realized that they're just not built for Super Bowls anymore. And they're like, you know what? Let's help out the division. They cheered for us. We'll cheer for them. Let's give them all of our players.
What did we say last week? Quarterbacks who reach a Super Bowl
never go back as long as they lose the first one.
And that is indeed a fact. Okay, yes. If they lose. Yes. So that is a fact. We're not shitting on the Birds, but it's going to be a swing of, it's going to be a change. So, hello.
What's up, Soup?
What up, man?
Hello, Father. We are recording. You got anything to say?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about Odell Beckham being on the Jets?
We got a mic right here.
Jets don't need him.
How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers being on the Jets? Jets don't need him.
Garoppolo just signed 3 years for $67 million. It's going to cost $60 million a year for Rodgers plus draft picks. We should have signed Carr for just money or Garoppolo. No Kirk Cousins. There's a rumor about Kirk Cousins. And put it this way, if Rodgers doesn't sign with us, who is out there? We even just lost Mike White to the Dolphins.
Oh, it hurts.
So Rodgers kind of got us by the short and curly. If you don't go with us, we're screwed.
Yeah. You're nice, Dad. Good take. I like it.
And we are not just one player away. We still need offensive line help and defensive line help. It's not like we just need a quarterback. Giving up those draft picks, Joe Douglas has been very prosperous with his last draft class. We need picks.
Good insight. Yeah. I pretty much agree with you on everything. We say that we're a quarterback away just because we love saying that. We actually do have a couple of holes, agreed, because Mekhi Becton is still, we have no idea if he's going to be a starter, if he's going to be injured within 50 minutes of OTAs, but he has been working out and he looks great. Gassy, you can vouch for that.
And we did just sign Alan Lazard.
And we did just sign Alan Lazard. So now we're on the Jets. 4 years, 44 mil, 11 mil a year, of course, right? So it's a sign. The sign is obviously pointing to hopefully Rodgers coming to New York.
And Quincy Williams we just signed.
And Quincy Williams, another linebacker of ours. 3 years we got him for. And we're going to have to give Quinnen a huge bag soon. Probably this year, which he 100% deserves. But yeah, we'll get into that. But we're on the NFC East edge. You hear about?
But how about Mike White getting $16 million for 2 years?
I wish they would have kept him. I wish they would have kept Mike effing White. He was so much fun.
I have a picture of him that Matt Hawk just sent to me of Mike White as a kid in a Dolphin shirt.
Pain.
He never wanted to be a Jet.
No, but I am happy for him that he does get paid because obviously he gave us a lot of memories.
Wait, so you're in the NFC least?
We're on topic of the NFC least right now, but not the NFC least anymore. NFC beast.
I would argue that we have 4 teams better than the AFC East.
Father?
Oh no!
Oh, now you have Buffalo, you have New England, you have the Jets, you have Miami.
You know what you got to do, Gas.
Who do you have?
Gassy's job just got so hard. Just got so hard.
You just made Gassy's job so difficult, Dad.
NFC East is strong.
I agree.
Everyone but Washington is strong.
Your boy Taylor Heineke is on the Falcons now.
Oh, true.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Falcons.
I like Heineke.
And
I know,
I
now
like
he's
him
gonna
on
start.
the Falcons.
And
Now he's gonna
Darnold
start.
is in San Francisco.
Oh,
Yep.
don't get me started on that because I absolutely love that for San Fran, dude. California kid, I sound like a coward now.
Yes.
Back in the area. Thanks for the guest appearance, Ed. I liked
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
It was nice, but yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out, by the way. We'll save that for like deleted scenes that are hidden in the DMs in the vault. So
That no one will ever see. And
That-
by the
No
way,
one.
they're hearing this right now. You're not going to hear what he's
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
no
guys
shot.
aren't gonna hear that. Now you gotta cut that out too. Now you gotta cut that out because the microphone is a strong tool that we use. But let's. I wish we could, but I wish we could, but we can't because that was just a great little interruption. That was just amazing,
Woo.
amazing for content, but not the right type of content.
Oh man,
So this will all be out now.
what were we talking about?
All right, 3, 2.
No, we're
getting
keeping
back on
everything in,
We're-
but we're just gonna have one long part that's not in it.
Yeah, so
We're just gonna cut to this part.
we're gonna cut to this part because Dad's a funny guy.
That was incredible.
So now we're still on the NFC East. So what we were saying was the Birds have lost a lot of guys now. Their team is looking a lot different. It's looking a lot different. Where do you see them piling up next year? Realistically.
Realistically, I think the Eagles, all right, it's a quarterback league. Hurts is really good. A lot of our fans and people that listen to the show like to think that I just hate Jalen Hurts for some reason, but I only say stuff that is factual. It's fact that 17 quarterbacks went to the Super Bowl for their first time and lost and never went back. It's a fact. And he's now the 18th one until he goes back. And I think Jalen Hurts is fantastic. I would like to think that everyone remembers how highly I thought of him, and I can dig back and find all the tweets when I put him over Wentz. And everyone was up in arms when I said that.
He was right.
And now I'm the
too.
one that was right.
Yeah. I liked him too.
And
honestly.
Jalen
He
Hurts
always
will
had
lead.
potential.
They're going to be a top 2 team in the East as long as they have Jalen Hurts.
Honestly, dude, I look at the NFC conference in general and it just looks weak.
Yeah.
Like the Cowboys, the NFC East honestly should accelerate that conference. Like there should be at least 2 teams coming from that division every single year.
Cowboys and the Eagles very well could push for the top 2 seeds.
Dude, and I kind of agree with that. I mean, obviously you have the Niners too. We'll get on that, but besides
Yes.
them, I mean, who else? Maybe the Lions.
You
and I know it
have the
sounds crazy.
Niners. If Baker plays, I think the Rams can be feisty. And then if you look at the NFC North, it's going to be completely. It's going to be
a whole swing.
It's going to be a bar burner this year.
I think it's going to be the Lions, dude. I'm not even kidding.
Lions, Bears are going to be good.
Bears will be feisty.
Do not
too.
sleep on the Bears. Bears are going to be super feisty.
I think there's still going to be. It's going to be a transition for them. I don't think they'll win this year or like make the playoffs this year. They'll be close in the hunt, but I got my money on the Lions making it, dude. Honestly, I
like
think,
that.
However, like we've always been fans of the Lions. I think everybody has. They've been very competitive ever since Goff has gotten there. And his second year there, he's been amazing. And they made a signing. Cam Sutton, I know, is a cornerback from the Steelers. So the Packers, I mean, if Jordan Love comes out and just delivers and is another Rodgers Favre type, oh yeah, bet. Like they'll be okay. They'll be good. But no, I think the Lions got that. But
If they can figure out how to keep points off the board,
yeah.
they put up 50 a game. Or I shouldn't say 50. They put up like 40 a game, and they were still losing those games. If they can figure out defensively what the hell they're doing,
Yeah.
they easily could be a 10 to 12 win team. Easily.
So what do you think? Now I'm going to throw 2 little curveballs at you for the Cowboys. So one, what do you think about all this Slay talk with Philly?
Give me him.
Give you him?
I know I made fun of Big Play Slay, and he's gonna have to lose that nickname if he comes to Dallas because there's only one man in that division that makes big plays all the time. And it's Trayvon Diggs.
Or CD Lamb?
Well, on defense.
Okay, gotcha.
You could
Or
Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, 2 best players on defense
Or
in
Leighton
that,
Vander
in that
Esch.
division. Depends how his neck's feeling.
Gotcha.
Neck game week,
Neck
as
game,
they say.
Neck game week. Now, there have been rumors.
But we got Gilmore.
Oh, yes. And you guys did indeed
We got
get
stronger.
Gilmore.
We signed Donovan Wilson again. Like, we're going to be very good on defense once
For
again.
sure. That was a really, really big signing. Only a conditional 5th-round pick, too.
Yes.
So he probably might have to pick up the contract. I know the Colts just wanted to move off of him, but dude, who cares?
That's
I
fine.
mean,
I
in
hate-
that type of conference, you have to just try and win now. And
I mean,
make it.
everyone saw what happened when Brown went out. They attacked the person that came in for him. It didn't matter who was out there. It was a free play all day. You could have put anyone at quarterback. It would have been a touchdown.
Now, have you heard about rumors about D-Hop to the Cowboys? Is that what we were on? Were we on the same page there?
No.
No? Okay, well, you can bring whatever's next that you were thinking.
Well,
of.
we can talk. Yeah, let's talk about D-Hop because
Dude, so
I like
trade for him, 100%.
I like D-Hop, but the more Stephon Diggs keeps tweeting, the more I think he's coming. He keeps sending out cryptic tweets and Instagram posts. And
yeah, welcome to our life.
yeah, I know. But it only makes sense that he would come to Dallas. It's
For
the
sure.
only place he's visited
For sure. I
because
agree.
he comes to visit his brother. He knows all the guys. I mean, why would you want to stay in Buffalo and keep losing in the freezing cold weather when you can come to Dallas, Jerry World? It's warm 90% of the year. You get one snow day every 3 years. Zeke doesn't know what to do in it. And, I mean, you hang out with the boys.
So Diggs is still on his contract, 4
Yeah.
years, $96 million until 2027.
Oh, 27. All right.
So
Yeah.
he must have just signed that
Yeah.
recently. That's an easy contract that you pick up.
Yes.
If he has any interest or he really wants out, the Cowboys are the team to do it.
Yeah, and he would come in and be immediately impactful.
Absolutely.
And that would take so much off CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Just imagine how many receptions and yards CeeDee Lamb would have if he had someone like Stephon Diggs with him.
For sure. And I mean, you know what? CD still put up wide receiver 1 numbers with
Triple coverage.
Whoever the heck was wide receiver 2.
Yeah, and he was playing in the slot most of the time.
Exactly. So Diggs would be such a huge piece for them on offense. And at that point, it would just be on Dak, like, again. Like, here,
But
Dak.
This is
Here's
the
another
thing.
piece.
Yeah, but Dak is – all right, are we really about to say, oh, here's another piece, Dak? Because, listen, who was that wide receiver last year for him that could actually get open?
I understand your point. I get what you mean. Obviously,
Everyone
it takes
keeps
more to that. But
I hate this whole theory that Dak has all these weapons because if you watch the games, he has like one weapon in Tony Pollard. Zeke ain't a weapon.
I understand
Michael Gallup
that.
can't run without breaking his leg in half.
Yep.
And then you got all these other guys who, Noah Brown, who we thought was CeeDee Lamb half the time, I think, because they look exactly the same. He's number 85. Just has the ball bounce off him constantly. He looks like who's the Scott Sterling, the soccer one that just gets the ball blast off and runs into the post. The volleyball one where he's just getting spiked and spiked and spiked. That was Noah Brown last year.
Well, I think obviously I'm not going to throw Dak in this conversation because everyone wants to make excuses or I wouldn't say that, but people are still putting the burden on Dak to provide, like, and rightfully so. I mean, he got a big contract.
You could argue he has provided.
And that too, it goes hand in hand. I mean, he obviously threw 5 tutties against the Bucks and then loses to Brock Purdy against San Fran. So it really goes hand in hand.
And if you look at that game, who broke their leg? Like second drive of the game.
Come on, help me out. I don't know.
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. Okay, I figured.
That completely ruins the running game.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a good
So
point.
then all they have to do is protect and force us to run the ball, knowing we can't do it.
They just need at this point. They're
need-
kind of like the Jets on defense. I hate to bring up the Jets in here, but just keep loading up on players just for depth at that point. Like having Diggs there would be great because say one of those guys goes down, dude, you got CD right there.
Yes.
You got what's gonna happen with Dalton Schultz? Is he gonna come back?
I honestly haven't seen much of anything. I would imagine he comes back. I can't see him leaving. But the guys that we have at tight end, it's not like we don't have depth.
You really do. Who's that other guy?
We got Hendershot. I like Hendershot.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a mini Gronk.
He's pretty good, man. He's a little underrated tight end.
Yeah.
I like him too.
Yeah. Picked him up on my fantasy team.
Very nice.
Yep.
So
Probably going to drop him, but that's all right.
That's okay. Yeah, what do you think about KJ Osborne? Do you think he's going to start snapping this year?
Oh, God, I hope so. I traded for him.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even say I traded for him. That was a Colin Japina one.
I lucked out
Shout out to
because
the GM.
Yeah, I lucked out because they got TJ. If they didn't have TJ, then I'd be like, damn, I got finessed.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if we talked about it last week, but Thielen.
Thielen is gone.
He's
Yes,
gone. He's gone. So that opens a little bit of a door there for Osborne to step into it.
Absolutely, and I think he will. I mean, it was kind of rough getting rid of him. We're talking about our dynasty teams because I kept him for a while, and I know there was some interest, but yeah, man, he's a decent receiver. I actually think they'll pick up another one just cause.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have faith in Jalen Reagor. No one.
Well,
does.
it's not like they're not like filling any voids
Mhm.
because what's his name? Hawkinsock.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got him.
big pickup that definitely made me a little bit better on that trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Thielen is having rumors that he's in discussions with the Chiefs right now.
Well, everyone just goes to the Chiefs and like they end up just snapping. Everyone just snaps at the Chiefs. You know why? Because Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback.
Yes, he is the best quarterback, but I wouldn't say snapping. I would say as a team.
Yes,
snapping.
yes.
For
They all
individual
have like an
stats, no.
individual game or two.
For sure, and that's why it's so hard to draft Chiefs players because we think they're going to go crazy, but then he's just delivering the ball all over the place with Isaiah Pacheco there, Jerick McKinnon.
Yep.
Travis Kelce obviously is the only player you can really rely on to snap.
Yeah, and I'm blanking on his name right now, but he snapped in the
MVS.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. But I'm trying to think of other
One
trades
more
that
thing I
happened.
want to talk about because we
Go ahead.
touched on the Bills a little bit there. I think we got to watch out. Like, obviously, we got to watch out for the Bills, but they just basically opened up $32 million in cap space with Josh Allen and Von Miller restructuring. So, I mean, you're looking at two like veteran players there, knowing that the team needs to get better, and they're gonna get better. $32 million is a lot of money.
I still think they get worse, bro. Honestly, they just lost Tremaine Edmonds. That was one of their biggest pieces on defense, and they're probably going to lose Jordan Poyer.
And one more thing that I just thought of. It's snowing in California a shit ton.
Yeah, it is.
All the warm weather teams are getting snow, so the snow ain't this big like thing anymore.
It's not.
The Bills are going to run into trouble. It's not their weather anymore. It's California weather. Bills are going to be in trouble.
I just feel like they're just losing momentum. I just feel like their morale and their just team in general, just like Diggs even said, like they know they have the pieces, but why is it not working?
Yeah.
I mean, how many years are you going to go through that where we have the pieces, but it's not working? And honestly, I think they're kind of capping. I think he's the only, like I've said this multiple times, he's the only receiver there. I know Gabe Davis was a big shot at one point, obviously in the playoffs, but streaky.
Yeah.
Isaiah McKenzie had a decent year, streaky. Crowder got injured. They had all these players, but I just think they're in a really weird spot right now because they know they're not going to be able to afford all the players that are on their team. Obviously, with Tremaine Edmonds gone, they still have Matt Milano, but I just think other teams are getting better, and especially in the AFC East, like us, if we get Rodgers and the Dolphins, who just got Jalen Ramsey. I mean, it's been a crazy swing in the market right now.
I mean, we say this every week during the season. The Bills are just a fun team to watch. And the fun team normally isn't the team that wins a Super Bowl because they're fun because you never know what's going to happen. They just go crazy. And that's what the Bills are. They go crazy.
Yeah, they'll have their games where they snap and everyone's back on them, all the Bills, but dude, just another team that can't finish in the playoffs.
Yeah. Quick reminder that Josh Allen had almost the same amount of interceptions as Dak Prescott. People forget that.
Yeah, people do forget that. I know I've been seeing that too. So, also Lamar news, nothing really.
Yeah, no news.
No news whatsoever. No team has tried to even think about offering. They immediately said they were out. They're not trying to do the dirty work for the Ravens, but I think he holds out.
No, absolutely.
I don't think he plays.
I could see it. And we're at the point in negotiations where Lamar is just tweeting out contracts that he's turned down.
Yeah.
He did that today. So
He did do that today.
He did do that today.
That was a little sneak peek. A little interesting tweet right there.
I feel like whatever team offered him that is not happy that he tweeted that. You probably don't want the contract that you gave the player to be tweeted out by the player.
I mean, I just feel like as a GM's approach to that, it's either you go way above 200 mil or you're like, listen, we know you want out, but we can't pay you that. And obviously Lamar's going to stick to his gun and just stay right there at that price. So
Lamar, at this point, since we've gotten to this point in negotiations where we're just tweeting it, he should just crowdsource every contract offer. Just see what fan base wants him the most.
Yeah, honestly.
Tweet it out. Which one pisses off the Ravens the most, and which one wants you the most? How many? Just based on how many fun tweets, nice tweets you get back, how many heart emojis you get,
Right.
and just pick that team.
I still think the Ravens made the right decision, though. I still think they did the right. They had the right idea, because if they would have just regularly franchise tagged him, like, you would have never been able to see if the teams would dictate the market for Lamar.
Yeah.
Like, I still think putting that non-tendered I know I was talking to Sco about it, but it was a smart move, because say someone actually, we'll give you 180 mil, blah, 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 guaranteed, he accepts and he likes that contract. Dude, Ravens can easily match that, and then he's there. But they're in a bad spot, because Lamar just doesn't want to be there. Like, he just doesn't want to be there. Like, get those first round picks. You're giving up Lamar, which sucks, but you're the Ravens, man. Like, the Ravens are a respected front office organization. You can easily figure it out, but getting Lamar with one of those first round picks is tough. Like, it's not easy to replace him.
Dude, they could just get a haul for Lamar and trade all of that to trade up in the draft this year and get a quarterback.
So I was hearing some interesting thoughts just listening to podcasts and everything. The Panthers trade. Oh, by the way, we didn't mention this. The Panthers did trade up with the Bears. Shout out to the Bears, because they got a haul. They got, I'm pretty sure, 2 first rounders, 2 seconds, and DJ Moore. It could just be 1. I don't know if it's 2, but just an interesting thought. I mean, why not give that to Lamar? But that's the thing, though. I feel like each team knows that the Ravens are going to match the offer and sign him back. So that's why they just don't even bother. But, I think, you know what's crazy? The Bears actually have to spend money in order for them to not get penalized.
Yeah.
They have to spend over $93 million. So that's why they've been making so many moves.
Mm-hmm.
And they snapped. I mean, DJ Moore is free. Now him and Justin Fields can go off. I mean, now they loaded up their defense. They can still get Jalen Carter at pick 9. So shout out to Ryan Poles, man. He snapped.
Bijan?
Or Bijan, but that's
I
probably
don't see
not
them
good.
doing that.
No, because we got our boy either Dave Montgomery or Khalil Herbert there.
That's true.
So I traded Khalil Herbert away. I'm dumb, but it's okay. We make bad trades.
Well, Carolina, on the other side of it, they've set themselves up pretty well for a teacher in the office. Andy Dalton today, $10 million.
Andy Dalton, 10 mil?
2-year, $10 million. Includes
So-
$8 million fully guaranteed. Max value $17 million.
Wow. He's turning it to Chase Daniel, just being a backup and making money.
Oh, talking about backups as well. Case Keenum, shout out to him. You received another free year of money from the Texans.
Cassie, I know you said something about the Texans recently. What are your thoughts? You said they've been snapping a little bit.
Yeah, so the biggest one for me is Jimmy Ward. I think he was probably one of the best D-backs on the market. He's a true safety, but they were playing him at corner, and he was a good corner too. So he can play anywhere. I wanted the Jets to get him. He was a great player in San Fran. But yeah, they had a lot of money to spend, and they got the draft picks too.
People don't realize that Houston's defense is actually pretty good. Like they have a lot of pieces on that defense, and now I'm taking the over in their win total. By the way, that's my lock of the year at the moment. But they got Derek Stingley. They got that one linebacker who's really good. Can't think of his name. They have, oh my God, I can't remember his name. I mean, no one remembers Houston Texans defensive names, but they got good players is what I'm saying. And they got D'Amico, but their offense is still atrocious. So it's going to be a rebuild. Mm-hmm. But
best 3-13 and 1 team in the league.
There you go. Yep. So we'll take
the positives.
What do you think their overs should be set at? 3.5, 4? Probably 4.5. They never go less than that. It's gonna be set at 4.5, and I'll probably take the over. I might send it
4.5.
If it's 5.5, I'm ripping the under. I'm sorry, that game is just that's an important game.
Yeah, I'll give them 5.
If it's over 4.5, you take the
wins.
over.
5 wins. You know, that's all you got to do.
And agree, yeah, for sure. So now, is there anything else you want to get off your mind? Any other trades, Cowboy stuff before I dive into this dramatic theater session of the Jets?
Well, I do want to take this time to show you guys this. Not sure if you guys saw it.
Okay.
USA should be embarrassed that this is our final for a 60-meter sprint at the USA Track and Field Masters Championships.
I don't know, dude.
right.
Some guys look like they
So,
play basketball on Liberty Gym class.
Let's
like that guy.
Let's start with this guy over here. I swear to God, we went to high school with him, and he was in gym class every day. This guy,
He looks like he runs Naruto in the hallways.
yeah, he jumps off walls and shit. Yells, what did we used to say? Parkour.
You're a parkour.
Parkour. This guy we can't tell yet.
And
And then 7 and 8 didn't even show up. So that's the state of American
but
track
just
and
look
field.
at the difference. Like, dude, Reek looks the tallest.
This. All right. This guy looks fast. He's dressed fast. I'm not sure if he is fast, but he's dressed really fast. And I want everyone to keep in mind, all these other runners trained all year for this race.
Yep.
This dude just played football for a year and just got beat on.
What does that say on his shirt? Coffee? Coffee.
Coffee track and field.
Coffee, track, and field.
Yep. And he's wearing shades, so he probably couldn't. He could probably only run fast when he wears a visor because he's so used to football. Yep, they're all doing high knees. He's just walking up.
Oh
Jesus
my goodness.
Christ! Let's run that back.
Reek.
He jumps above his head, bro.
Ready? Compare him to this waist.
Ugh!
Dude, he literally jumped over that guy's waist.
Yeah, look at he's praying. He knows it's over.
With shades on.
This. Good God.
And he was a trackster back in the day, so he's got the experience.
Yeah,
So he's racing against
These are
4.
These are our top four runners, according to USA Track and Field. This can't be true, but
That's so.
and 2, 3, 4 races over. 4 seconds in, race over. Probably wasn't even 4 seconds. I counted.
This guy's
fast.
in his lane.
Look at this guy ran sideways. Yeah, they all ran sideways. Why is he the only one that's staying in his lane? And why does he look taller than everyone all of a sudden?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, blew him out of the water. Oh my God.
By a mile. Just a joke, USA Track and Field. We're never going to win the Olympics again, are we? God.
USA baseball as well is looking
Oof. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Did
We
you
almost
guys-
lost to Canada.
Okay, number
Didn't
one,
even know
I
they
actually
played
feel
baseball.
I feel for that pitcher, by the way.
The 19-year-old?
Yes.
Why are people giving him shit? The dude's 19.
He's 19 and he faced Mookie Betts, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado. He's facing Hall of Famers.
What were we
potentially.
expecting? The dude's not even fully grown.
Now,
He just learned what condoms are.
did you see the pitcher from Honduras? I believe his name.
Yeah.
Struck out Soto.
Good for him.
I forget, but he struck out Julio Rodriguez, and there was another guy that he
Juan
struck.
Soto and
Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, and somebody else who was pretty
what
damn
team was
good.
this? Venezuela, right?
Honduras. versus,
No, I know Honduras, but who are they playing? What's Juan Soto? Puerto Rico, Venezuela,
no, he's not Puerto
Colombia,
Rican. It's either Dominican Republic
Dominican
or Venezuela.
Republic. Had to be Dominican Republic. All right.
I
There's
can't
a
think.
lot of good baseball players. From
Yes,
there. Can't
he
think of them.
struck out the side. Oh, Rafael Devers.
Yes.
That was the third.
There we go.
Struck out the side against them, and then after, Detroit Tigers scout went up, gave him a contract immediately.
I know.
That is what baseball is about.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
love that. I absolutely love that, and shout out to the Detroit Tigers for that
Yeah.
because they were there at one, and
Mm.
they see a no-name guy who's unknown, 21 years old, and doing that to
Yeah.
those guys.
Mhm.
Julio Rodriguez, who was he? Rookie of the year, I think.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah.
Rafael Devers
Probably
getting
won an
300
award.
mil, and
Yep.
obviously Juan Soto.
Yep. He definitely won an award.
That is so amazing and impressive at the same time.
Yeah.
And even I don't know if you watched that actual bat, but those changeups that he threw those guys were pretty much like knee high balls that were hit were still going to this day.
Yeah.
Got him with the changeup, struck Soto out, and he got on his knees.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I hope we see him. Hope we see him in the leagues at some point.
It would have been really funny if like the Orioles went and got the 19-year-old.
Yeah, but don't hate on the Orioles, bro. They're gonna make the playoffs.
No, they're not.
They could make the play. I'm actually serious. They could make the playoffs.
I hear you, but we all know Yankees making the playoffs.
Well, even
Red
wild
Sox
card?
aren't going to be that bad 2 years in a row.
Nah, they're done, dude.
They're done.
They're done.
We're pronouncing them dead.
They're gonna show a little fight in the start of the year like the Mets do, and then just fall off.
All right, so Mets are done too.
So yeah, and then the Rays are good. They'll be there.
Rays are
but
good. Rays are.
I don't know.
good.
I'm rooting for
Blue
them.
Jays. Blue Jays always look good because of their uniforms.
They always look good, and then everyone loves Vlad Guerrero
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah.
But I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited for freaking baseball. I'm itching, but I don't want to get too much into it. So now let's get into the Jets. Let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
This-
Here, wait. Should I set a timer?
Set a timer. How long are you to give me? Because I want to give Gas some time too. Maybe 3 minutes. I can go for 3 minutes.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers is just driving me insane. I just don't. I'm taking the glasses off for this. Listen, I love that he's coming to the Jets, but just I already know for the next year or two max, if he even plays a second year, it's just going to be headaches, bro. It's going to be headaches. Giving a wish list. Listen, there's two sides to it. He's trying to get his buddies like Randall Cobb and Mercedes Lewis, who probably built Noah's Ark too, to the Jets. Like, I get it. He wants to get them paid, but like we look like they're bitch right now, bro. We're getting bent over and plowed right now because we're getting a wish list from this guy and just be like, okay, yeah, we'll sign everyone. Lazard is an exception because he's a good receiver and he was on the market and I actually like him too. But Randall Cobb, okay. Mercedes Lewis, why, dude? Like, I don't get it. I get it, but I don't know. But I just feel like, and even so, Jason Kelce, his season ended, February 12th, whenever the Super Bowl was? Already made his decision to come back and play. Rodgers' season ended in January.
Well, yeah, but that's probably why. I mean, it's a little different when
How
you make
much
a
more
Super
time
Bowl.
do you need?
Yeah, but when you make a Super Bowl, you get that itch, and especially when you lose.
Dude, he's just as old as him.
I know, but when you lose a Super Bowl, you get that itch. You're like, I gotta go. Like,
So what's Rodgers' excuse?
His team sucked.
It's crazy because I said he was going to be hosting Jeopardy, and here we are. Like, oh my God, it's just I'm tweaking, bro. Like, it takes you this long, and now you have to go on a podcast to announce it. Oh, 12 o'clock special announcement. Like, dude, this is just freaking ridiculous. I can't. Like, this is just for more things to come. Like, all this Brooklyn Jets, dude, I just have a really bad feeling, man. Like, we have to win the Super Bowl now. Like, obviously it's every year, but if we're going all in right now, we have to win. If we don't win the Super Bowl, it's a failure. Well, we make the playoffs. Oh my God, we made the playoffs. It's been 12 years. Like, we have to win. Like, this is Odell, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I love Odell as a player. No, we should not get him. We should not. $20 million a year he wants. Like, I just don't. Eli needs to stay. Eli now needs. If he gets traded, okay, so be it. But I just feel like we're their bitch. I feel like we are Aaron Rodgers' bitch right now, and we're just doing anything he wants. Like, you run the show. He's like LeBron, bro. Let GM do it. A GM. Like, he's trying to. And look what the Lakers are at right now. Like, I just don't. I'm so scarred, and I love that we're going to get a guy like this, but just all that extra stuff is just it's the little things like that that's just going to hurt us, dude. I'm telling you, like, we've seen this before, man, with Favre, it's just, I just feel like it's going to hurt us, man. Le'Veon Bell, dude, like.
You have 30 seconds.
That's really all I have. Listen, the end goal is to win the Super Bowl. If he wins the Super Bowl, dude, I'm an asshole. Like, I'm an idiot. Like, I hope we get there because we have to. Like, we have to win. There's no excuse now. That's all I got. Okay, guys, your turn.
So what I'll say now,
are we doing 3 minutes again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not take the whole 3 minutes, but
All right, ready, go.
We have been shitting on Rodgers for dragging his feet and kind of treating the Jets like they're just a pawn in his game. But I think actually he did make his decision some time ago. He told the Jets he wants to be there. And I think the holdup now is just figuring out a contract and Green Bay and the Jets coming together and actually like constructing a deal. I think Rodgers has made his decision. So this waiting game now, I don't think it's on Rodgers. He's going on the McAfee show tomorrow at 1. By the time this pod drops, that will have already happened. We'll react to that next week. We'll probably have news. He'll probably be on the Jets by next week. But Yeah, man. I mean, listen, if we get Rodgers, like, I really don't want to give up a first for him. God forbid more than a first, and then pay him 60 mil on top of that. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be hyped that we have Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna see, hopefully, good football in New York for the first time in how long? 12 years. I mean, with the team we have, Aaron Rodgers should elevate that offense so much. The defense was top 3, probably top 2 last year with no offense. They were on the field all game, carrying the fucking team. And now they're going to have Rodgers. So we'll see what happens. No excuse to not make the playoffs. No excuse not to at least win in the playoffs, like a game or two. You gotta do that so Rodgers wants to come back. If we give up all these picks and do all this shit for Rodgers and he plays a year and then just goes, yeah, I'm going to be pissed. That's why I wanted Derek Carr at first. But Woody Johnson, our friend Woody, he had his sights set on Rodgers. We know that. This is a Woody Johnson move.
100%.
And that's what scares us because Woody Johnson's track record has kept us at the bottom of the league for 20 years.
The Johnsons can make some bad moves. Let's bring one to raise awareness. Christopher Johnson hiring Adam Gase. That's one of them. So we can both agree on this. You two, like Saleh and Douglas 100% want a car. They wanted to give him it right away. But it was Woody. Woody chimed in. Woody 100% chimed in and was like, let's get Rodgers instead. You guys have no authority.
Mm-hmm.
I get to choose.
All right, before we move on, I just want to take 30 seconds quick to say something.
Go ahead. Rip me apart.
So what Woody Johnson is basically doing is, let's say he opened FanDuel and was bad. So that's basically what he did with the Jets. He was bad. He's been bad. He's on a cold streak. He's down like
He's reloading the clip.
He's down like 2,000, right? This man saw a TikTok trend called the ladder challenge and was like, you know what? We're just going to ride this till we hit the top. We got to make back all this money. So he's just trying to stay hot. Everyone thinks he got the right coach. Okay. We've been making good picks. We got Sauce. We got all these guys. We're looking good. All right. We're slowly offloading Zach Wilson. Good. And now we might get Aaron Rodgers. For now, good. He's just trying to ride the ladder. And eventually he's going to crash and burn. But for now, he's just trying to ride the ladder to the top.
I agree. And this is the thing, too. Like, Woody is obviously not going to be held accountable for this because it's Woody Johnson. Who's going to be the scapegoat?
That's
Who's
a crazy
gonna be the
name.
Scapegoat? Woody Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick.
I know.
Dick.
Dick. Yeah, Dickie Dick. But it just, like, listen, am I happy that, like, off Gassie's point, like, we've been bad for so long. I agree. Like, Rodgers is going to instantly make us better. It's just, how long do we even know if he's going to play 2 years? Like, what do we know? We don't know anything as fans. They probably do, which is why they're probably going after him. But we can't settle for a year, dude. I mean, it's just so tough because you're going to have guys, again, like Brees, Sauce, Garrett, wanting to get paid. And you're going to have to pay them. And are we going to be able to afford everyone? Because, Sauce's contract's going to be crazy. Quinn's contract's going to be crazy. Brees will probably be the scapegoat because we can't pay running backs.
Yeah, and we're going to have to pay Garrett, too.
And we're going to have to pay Garrett. So we have to win now. If we win a Super Bowl, dude, I'm happy. We could be asked for 20 years. I don't care. Because I will remember this moment because I am alive. I'm alive. But, but dude, I just wish there wasn't so much drama revolving around him. If he was just like, but you know what? That's just Aaron Rodgers, man. That's just how he is. But it's just for the Jets and that, it scares me. But hopefully that won't accumulate for the next year or two. We know it's gonna. We know next year, is Aaron Rodgers retiring? I'd be tweaking. You already know that's gonna happen. But if we get Odell, and I got nothing towards Odell, we're gonna be the Brooklyn Jets. I said this to Mueller and Gass. Rodgers will be KD. We'll know he's elite forever. Odell, who was elite at some point, Kyrie's still elite. Drama queen. Zach Wilson is Ben Simmons, dude. It's right there, man. It's right. I see it. It's on a silver freaking platter. So we all know how that went. They played 16 games together. So what? They're gonna play 5 together. Odell, Zach. Well, Zach really doesn't count, but Odell and Rodgers. I mean, dude. At this point, you might as well go trade for Hopkins. Like, Why? Why wouldn't you? I
All
mean,
right,
for a second round.
now you're going down a dark rabbit hole here.
Now we are. Yeah, now we
Let's.
are. We're not getting Odell. I mean, the wish list thing, I think it's people
Absurd.
are making too big of a deal of it. I mean, I wanted Lazard either way.
Me too.
Lazard was
Me
a good deal. Corey
agree.
Davis is going to be gone. I think I'm
R.I.P.
predicting
Corey.
it right now. Corey Davis is going to be a part of the trade package for Rodgers.
I think so too.
My prediction for the trade package: Corey Davis, a second and a fourth.
I said a second and a third. That's what I was thinking.
Something like that.
Yep.
Don't give up a first, please.
Please
We
don't.
need an O lineman. in
We're
the
definitely
draft.
going O-line now. Yep.
And I think what you do is you trade for Matt Corral. You
I-
get Zach Wilson the fuck out of there, and you get Matt Corral in.
And
'Cause
that's
they're trying to ship Matt Corral off.
I know, and that's interesting too because obviously when Rodgers' tenure is up, either a year or two, you're gonna have to pick up You're gonna either have Zach on a one-year
We're
deal.
gonna have to have a plan, and bro, that plan should not be Zach Wilson.
I agree.
I mean, maybe there's this story that like, oh, Zach, he's good. He's friends with Aaron. Aaron was his idol. He modeled his whole game after Aaron Rodgers.
He ain't teaching him shit.
Now Aaron is going to come and Zach's going to learn behind him and turn his career around. I mean,
False hope.
we don't see it happening. But, I mean, there's going to be no way to know with Zach by the time Rodgers is gone. You're going to have to pay Zach, and we can't do it.
Yeah, that's just taking a huge gamble. Like, I mean, for the right price, maybe to try and resurrect him. But, do you think he's fixable now? I know we've revisited we talked about this
Deep down
weeks
in my
ago.
heart, like I want to say Zach Wilson's career is not over, but he was so fucking bad, bro.
His career,
second year,
like,
he was so bad.
his career might not be over, but with the Jets, I believe it is 100%. Now, this is interesting.
He's gonna be on the Jets, I think. Like if I'm gonna predict what happens, I don't want him to be on the Jets anymore, really, but I think he will be for a couple years. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him right now after they
don't
spent
think
the
so
second
either.
overall on him.
For sure.
But who the fuck knows, man? And Mike White's gone, so who do we
Oh
have?
God, that hurts. Joe Flacco, Mike White.
And life will come full circle. Joe Flacco will be starting for the Jets at the end of next year.
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
All right.
One last point.
This clock has been up for literally
20
6 minutes.
One last point, though. I will say this move is a good opportunity to possibly draft another quarterback in the future. Maybe like a year or two down the road if it's really looking bad. But if you want someone to sit behind Rodgers for a year and Zach Wilson isn't the answer, which we all know he isn't, it would be interesting to see if they could maybe get a quarterback that falls like a Hendon Hooker. Not saying this year, but next year, 2 years from now, if Rodgers plays 2 years from now. That would be a good route to go, like the Eagles did with Jalen. Same thing, but that's all I really got. Rodgers is going to be a Jet. We're going to see the odds skyrocket probably. So we'll monitor it. We'll talk about it next week. But yeah, that's all I got for the Jets. Good segment. We're allergic to winning, Muller. We're allergic to winning and hope.
I say this every time you guys are finally done talking, but like, I feel like I rewatch it live every week, the same exact conversation, and nothing ever changes. You guys actually signed people, and the conversation did not change.
It's still negative.
The only thing that changed was at one point you guys said, I think Gassy was like, "Oh, and we signed Alan Lazar," and you said, "Oh yeah, that's a good signing," and then you guys just never
back to
talked
negative.
about it again. Yeah, you were straight back on air. But
We have to.
yeah, I know. Meanwhile, I'm over here watching March Madness.
What do you got on right now?
Texas A&M Corpus Christi against SEMO.
So do we want – okay, so we're pretty much done with football. We'll give you more updates next week. Now, do we want to have Gassy?
I have the bracket up here. Do we just want to read the teams and you just say a name?
Yes.
And I'll just build it?
That
Okay.
is the best
All
way
right.
to do a bracket. I know nothing.
Yeah.
He
this
knows
is fine.
nothing. Gassy or Muller, make sure that there's background music for when Gassy
Yeah,
chooses.
yeah,
so.
no. We'll do this.
I know nothing. So that being said, this will be
All
the
right.
best bracket out of all of our brackets because that's how it works.
That
All
is how
right,
it
so
works.
welcome to Gassitology here at the B team. All right, so round one in the South region, we have Alabama against the winner of A&M Corpus Christi or SEMO.
Bama,
Bama, okay. Maryland versus West Virginia.
West Virginia,
Nice pick. San Diego State against Charleston.
SDSU.
Virginia against Furman.
Virginia.
Okay. Creighton, NC State.
NC State.
The Wolfpack. Baylor, UCSB.
Baylor.
Yep, Baylor Bears. Mizzou against Utah State.
Mizzou.
I see.
Arizona against Princeton.
Let's go Princeton.
I
Let's
love
go
that.
Ivy League.
All right, back up to the top here. Alabama, West Virginia.
Bama.
Murderers Row. San Diego State against Virginia.
Virginia.
Murdering the competition.
NC State against Baylor.
NC State.
Oh, let's go, Wolfpack. Mizzou against Princeton.
Mizzou.
Yeah, they're just smart. They're not good. Alabama against Virginia.
Bama.
Yep, Murderers Row. NC State against Missouri.
Let's go NC State.
Oh, yeah.
They're
I love
making it-
this.
they're
I
making
love
it
this.
I like
Alabama, NC State.
Bama.
Okay. I love the NC State.
So are we at the final by now?
No, so that was one of the 4 regions.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Purdue against Texas Southern or Fairleigh Dickinson.
Purdue.
Yeah, I was going to say. Memphis versus Florida Atlantic.
Let's go Memphis.
Yeah, I like Memphis. Duke, Oral Roberts. We love Oral.
I love Duke.
Okay,
I love
fine.
anal.
Tennessee against Louisiana.
Tennessee.
Good old Rocky Top.
I have the
Rocky
Cajuns
Top.
in like the Elite Eight.
No, we didn't finish that one. Kentucky against Providence.
Sorry.
Providence.
Kansas State against Montana State.
Kansas State.
He's got a long way to go.
Yeah, no,
This is gonna be a big segment.
I'm going to be tired. Michigan State against USC.
Michigan State.
Opposite of Murderers Row. R.I.P. to the young children that lost their lives.
Mm.
Marquette, Vermont.
Vermont.
Ah,
Yes.
that was coming.
Purdue, Memphis.
It's Purdue.
Did you guys not listen to me? Duke, Tennessee.
I did.
Duke.
Providence, Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Yep. Michigan State versus Vermont.
Vermont.
Yeah, come on. Purdue versus Duke.
Duke.
Yep, hottest team in the country at the moment. Kansas State against Vermont.
Kansas State.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn it.
that's where the
We're not
riding
riding with Vermont that far.
is. Duke, Kansas State.
Duke.
Okay.
It's looking like a solid bracket right now.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. No, it's looking good. Houston versus Northern Kentucky.
Houston.
Okay, good.
We got a problem. Iowa, Auburn.
Auburn.
Miami versus Drake.
Miami.
Damn it! I have
Yeah.
Drake.
Ain't six God. Indiana versus Kent State.
Kent State.
Yep, Clark Kent. Iowa State versus the winner of Mississippi State and Pitt.
Let's go Mississippi State.
All right, so you get 2 teams there because we don't know who's going to win that till tonight. Xavier versus Kennesaw State.
Xavier.
Yep, X going to give it to you. A&M Aggies or Penn State.
Oh, let's go Aggies.
Yep, gig 'em. Texas or Colgate. Is Texas A&M gig 'em?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Texas versus Colgate.
Colgate.
Yep, gates are open. Houston versus Auburn.
Houston.
Miami versus Kent State.
Kent State.
Holy
I
God.
love it.
What-
I
The
love
U,
it all.
What
the
seed are
U,
they? What
the,
seed are
the U
split?
ain't back. No, I only said that because Miami's pretty good. But
Oh.
Miami did lose a player, so this might
They're,
be a good
they're
pick.
losing to Drake.
I like Kent State.
They're losing to Drake round 1.
No, Drake. Listen, Drake's gonna put money on Drake. We all know that.
Exactly. They're gonna win.
Drake curse. All right, Mississippi State versus Xavier.
Let's go Xavier.
Yep, X gonna give it to you. Gig 'em or Colgate.
Colgate.
Yep. All right. Colgate was very good this year. Houston versus Kent State.
Houston.
Xavier versus Colgate.
Xavier.
I just love the fact that we have Kent State and Colgate in the Sweet 16 in the same region. That's incredible. Houston or Xavier?
Houston.
Oh boy, we got a problem. Kansas, Howard.
Kansas.
Oh, did we move regions now?
Yes, we did.
We got 2 more?
One more.
One more. Okay,
Last
gotcha.
one. Arkansas versus Illinois.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
St. Mary's or
Razorbacks always.
VCU?
St. Mary's.
Okay. UConn versus Iona.
UConn.
All right, Rick Pitino's gone. TCU versus the winner of Arizona State and Nevada.
TCU.
All right. Gonzaga versus the Grand Canyon. The entire canyon.
Bulldogs.
Is that Gonzaga?
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
not
so.
though.
Maybe. I don't know. Northwestern versus Boise State.
Northwestern.
Yep, feistiest team in the country. UCLA or UNC Asheville.
UCLA.
Yeah, UNC Asheville. Fun fact: I bet on them twice, and they're bad. Kansas versus Arkansas.
Kansas.
Yep. St. Mary's UConn.
UConn.
TCU Gonzaga.
Let's go Gonzaga.
Okay.
Just judging by
Zags.
the names I'm hearing of these teams, this region sounds like the best.
Um,
Like historically, maybe in college
I
basketball,
don't know,
you
I
got
think that-
Kansas.
Yeah.
I would say the bottom two. The bottom two regions definitely historically are better than the top two. Northwestern, UCLA.
Northwestern.
Yep. Kansas State, or not Kansas State. Kansas versus UConn.
UConn.
I
Yes,
love
sir.
that. I love that. Gonzaga versus Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yep.
Nice.
Feisty. UConn, Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Oh, let's go. All right, we're into
Where
the
are we
Final
now?
Four.
Final Four.
This is the Final
So
Four.
who is Final Four?
Game number 1, Alabama, Duke.
You know we're going Bama.
Oh,
I respect
murderers
that.
row.
Murder
Killing the competition. Hell yes. Houston versus Northwestern. That's a hell of a Final Four game.
That's
The color combination there, it's going to be red versus purple.
that's a
You
nice
think
Final
Northwestern
Four.
can take it to the end?
You tell me.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
let's go
have to.
Northwestern.
Smart
Northwestern,
kids there.
Bama.
Alabama
That's it.
gets Northwestern.
Oh, you got
Bama, I guess.
Bama.
Let's go. All right. So what do you
Bama
think?
is the number
and
one seed. By
What
the
do you think the score will be?
63 to 57.
That's incredible. Let's go.
That's a solid bracket.
That's
Yes,
incredible.
I'm
actually
feeling good.
impressed.
I'm feeling good about
There
it.
are a lot of high seeds right there that you were taking, but you threw in
All
some
right.
nice little underdogs too.
Let
Mind
me
you,
just-
I know nothing. Like, I know what teams have been good in the past, kind of, but this year, nothing.
Let me just walk us through this bracket for a second here. So in the South region, not only do we have NC State going to the Sweet 16 against Bama, but we have Princeton beating Arizona, who many consider to be the second best team in the country at the end of the year. So that's impressive if you get that right. All right, let's go to the East.
Yo, if you're
The
getting
East-
wins, I'm taking your bets.
The East, I don't hate at all. The East actually could happen. Northwestern might be the pick of the century if they go to the final.
Dude, we'll clip this a million times. if
That-
we go to the final.
that
this
might be the
blow
clip
us
of
up,
the
guys.
century.
I don't know.
That might be the clip of the century. And then Colgate and Kent State both being in the Sweet 16 in this region is fucking wild. Being that they'll have to play Texas, who was like playing the best basketball in the country at the end of the year. And then they have to go play Texas A&M, who's going to be playing angry because they just got fucked over getting a 7 seed.
Yeah, and they got that
And then-
dude that fucking stands there and like hypes up the crowd. You ever see that?
Yeah.
That dork.
Yeah.
That dork.
This bracket's incredible. So yeah, Alabama, Duke, Houston, Northwestern. Alabama comes out on top there in that bracket. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Muller, can you just look
That's
at
a
my
bracket.
bracket right now?
I
and
actually
see how it
can't.
is?
I actually
You
can't pull it up because it's locked.
All right, fine. Here.
So I can't see it till play opens up.
Okay, wait. I'll
My-
let you look at it now.
All right, so I'll just say my Final Four is Bama, Marquette, Texas, and Kansas. The highest seed I have going the furthest is Memphis, an 8 seed. I have Creighton, a 6 seed. Do I have anyone going out early? Let me see here. Oh, I have Charleston beating San Diego State. Charleston, a 12 seed.
Oh, we've recorded over an hour, no doubt.
Yeah, I have Auburn
58
beating
minutes.
Houston as well.
58 minutes. Nice.
And we have a little something to cut out too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Fuck, I forgot about that. What a moment. What,
All right.
what a time to have his first appearance.
You could take a lot of dogs, but a lot of smart picks too.
All right.
For some reason, I'm on the
Charleston. We're both on Charleston.
I'm on the
like
Raging
that.
Cajuns though. I don't know why. Something about them.
What's the Final Four? The Raging Cajuns in the Final Four is aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Where's his bracket? There it is. That's more aggressive than Gassie's Northwestern somehow. That's fucking. See them being
Atrocious.
all right. I like your Elite Eight. Memphis, yep. Drake,
pulling the upset against Miami.
okay.
You know what always happens around.
Listen. These are gonna be. It's gonna be a very interesting time because. So you have Alabama, right?
I have Houston winning it all.
You have
against
Houston.
Alabama, though.
So we all have different teams winning, but we all have Alabama in our final.
That's good.
I have Bama versus Kansas, and Kansas winning. This should be good. I hope Gassie's bracket wins. I mean, that's gonna be honest. I hope your
really
bracket
like
wins.
it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm a fan. But
Yeah.
yes. Anything else we want to say? I think we got.
No, I think we're good. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Should we make Gassie's whole bracket into a different segment?
No, I say we just keep it and we'll clip it.
Okay, that works.
Keep it in the actual show, and then we'll clip it.
And we'll edit out some stuff.
Yeah, that.
I knew it. I was like, oh, jeez.
If it, he came back for more.
Well,
it was a good one.
it was. He's just old. But with that being said, another great episode. Next week, you're really going to see us be either happy or sad because something's going to happen, or yourself being happy or sad. But you're always happy, so it's a good thing, Muller.
Yeah.
Even with what the Cowboys put you through. But great episode. We're going to end it there. Good luck to everyone's team signing good players, and we're going to cut it.
All right.
We're done, Zoe.
Peace.